gonna be playing around, and of course, King Ares down. Close enough to play it. As now yet another. Oh, what was that, teammates? He's just gonna let it stop. They're just playing their own game and very individualistic. We do have Souul that has to expand out the flicker just to get themselves right out of the clutches of Team Max. That is one T1 turret that's been destroyed. Cypher joins in the fray. That is everyone from the side of Valhalla that were just throwing down all the spells over to Cypher, holding themselves around as well. The damage coming in from the Kimi is just a little bit too much for them to handle. The Purify is going to be popped as well. Here we do have the Black Dragon form just going to be zoning out the members from the side of Valhalla all the way on the back side. But it doesn't seem like he will be able to stay alive long enough to really just continue on to the team fight. But the T1 turret is still up. A little bit of petrification, but that's not going to do too much as Valhalla manages to take 2. Well, regardless, it's 9 minutes and 33 seconds in. That's a good Amber Fender coming in. That's going to be pulling Cypher as well as Max Lay. But now we do have a little bit of that fire that's going to be breathing down over to the side of Souul. One person down for the side of Valhalla. In fact, Team Max is just going to be flooring it. The AOG from Secret gets himself running away and is going to be fine for now. While Hedz runs himself all the way down to the bottom lane. But it doesn't seem like they have enough damage to get a kill down on Hedz, or do they? Yes, they do. As now Team Max knocks over to the doors of Valhalla. The Black Dragon form emerges from the side of King Ares. They did manage to snap the heads of Hedz as well as Secret. The Lord just gonna be trampling down over to the core. And Valhalla, they can't do anything. That is a very easy win in favor for Team. Are quite literally gonna be wet noodle fighting with one another. In the meantime, there we go. What is that amount of damage that's going to be dealing out over to the side of all of the members from the side of Team Max? Does have the consecration that's just going to be popped up, so he's got all of the radiant stack that he absolutely needs. But he has to be careful. He's not that tanky this early. As you can see, he's just going to be going down even after that flicker. That is 1 kill credited over to the side of Hedz. The rest now fighting themselves to kill all over to Secret. He managed to survive, actually. Anyone from Team Max will be able to come and steal it. Oh, Sakzu is here now. But this is all gonna possibly go bad. Did Chma manage to get his own purple buff? No, he did not! And they leaked to the death of Sakzu! Sakzu is still gonna be walking away. He took the purple buff and he managed to get himself away. Now, upcoming total fight. I would like to believe that Souul wants to be part of this battle, but the turtle is already down to all-time low, and Sakzu will take down the kill onto the turtle. With Hedz getting killed down over to the side of Uranus as well. Cypher putting his face right onto Naja, picks himself up onto his sand, and just gonna be running right on and out of that team fight. Another 1-for-1 trade between the XP lanes. We're not really getting to is where Team Max eventually wins. It's all about setup. As such, Chma finds himself locked down with waves, marching in over to the middle. The purple buff is going to be under threat from Sakzu. He's definitely going to be stealing that away, no issues. But Chma came in a little bit too late now. Hedz is going to be the one that will be taking up all that beef. While Secret doesn't really have a lot of HP to work around with as well. The longer they stay alive, or rather the longer they stay in this fight, the more high frames that a Lancelot has. So it's all up to Souul. Beam on the key is the key! They're trying to defend all of their T2 turrets. They still have a single T1 turret up in the middle lane, but without a doubt, that will all go down right about now. Chma wants to answer for this, wants to bring out all of that shield, all of that turret, and indeed, he did manage to take down that Ballista minion. So the T1 turret will still stand up tall. The Summon Force, RWM, everything is up. Cypher with a 3-man Raging Sandstorm at the cost of his own life, doesn't matter. Massive amount of value for the side of Team Max. But unfortunately, Sakzu will go down. So that is both the pause 1 players from both teams that half went down. More or less what he needs right now, right? With the War Axe, but we'll talk about that in a bit later as the RWM has already been committed. King Ares in the middle of nowhere as he got a little bit too deep in. The DOR coming from the Southern Hedz, they managed to lay down onto lane as well as Demon Key, but he's just buying as much time as possible while Sakzu makes his way all the way to the backside of Valhalla, getting a good amount of damage in, and in fact getting himself a double kill. Souul and Hedz, both of them goes over to the trophy for Sakzu. Secret's gonna be the next one down. Now Hedz is a little bit lost right now in between of our two players, but it's just gonna pull right in by the I'm offended. All of the members coming for the side of Valhalla is currently still alive, but just gonna be focusing themselves right down on the Cypher, while we do have got the Ogi Shadow Kill. Cypher ate that like an absolute champ and still alive for all of that. Naja pops up the RWM, will be able to just hold King Ares right inside of the RWM with a good amount of taunting that as well. The top lane moving right in. All 5 members from Team Max is still gonna be pouncing right in, and they will be prancing. Secret gonna be disengaging himself, but Sakzu all the way to the back with the Phantom Execution, gets a kill down on the Naja, hoping to be able to cycle some of his skills a little bit more. He can go in a little bit more, lacking out. They are having a lot of difficulty. Even if Chma is a hero, can play split push. This is not a time where he gotta go for a split push. The good TOR landing on the 3-person beam, unfortunately will be able to get himself running away for a tad little bit. The rest of the members from the Sun Team Max, they're literally just gonna be coagulating together, wanting to fight together as one. The moment they land the traction pause on the head, they all jump right in, collapses more, one after another. And only now left with Souul and Chma. Team Max will dance on the dead bodies of Valhalla and continues to take. What is my answer? Oh wait, hold on a second, right? Oh, Kaja? They play in very, very different ways, but we'll talk about that in a short bit later. As right now we do have the Feather Airstrike just gonna be popping out, coming in from the side of Beam of the Key right out, and Secret puts his face right into Beam of the Key. Exactly what I was talking about, right? Exactly what I was talking about. That he is that person damage. As such, there we go. Divine Judgment. Yeah, the fact that Team Max is just going to be going straight out for a fight. While in the meantime, Valhalla is just going to be putting themselves right into the face of Team Max. We do have Beam of the Key that is completely safe and sound for now. Hedz will now go down together with Secret. Savannah's ultimate is Imperial Justice, but I don't know why I keep on thinking the same thing. But regardless, the AOG from the side of Cypher is just going to be jumping right in, only for him to eat up all of those damage. Souul is going to town! As now Chma is also going to be getting that kill down over King Ares. A bit. Well, I did say this is like literally 3 damage from Secret. It does have like the first damage, but it's not that bursty enough that TOR is going to be landing on 2. Souul is just going to be pumping right up, and he's going to be going to town. Flickers on forward, gets a kill down over to Lay. As they continue on forward, the next one is going to be King Ares, but he will be able to get himself away until Chma comes in. It doesn't seem like the Appraisal's Wrap is going to be dealing enough damage, but they will still deal damage because of Naja. Now the next one is going to be Beam of the Key. One in time is just going to go straight forward. The TOR still going to be landing on 2. Beamo the Grey opens up the when it comes down to the Phantom Airstrike. Hedz is not going to stay alive from all of that. The rest of the members from the side of Valhalla is down to the bottom lane. The Phantom Airstrike opens, but it's not going to do anything because Secret can't just slide past the turrets like that. The turret is only left just a sliver of HP, while in the meantime Team Max are just going to be putting themselves and collapsing down over to the side of Valhalla. Valhalla with only 3 members left. 3! But they don't have the damage dealer for now because Sakzu is dead. Cypher tries to clear up the waves as much as possible. Beam of the Key opens up when it comes down to Phantom Airstrike. However, as I said before, Secret can literally just cancel that as much as possible. As such, they already have 1 person down, and that is going to be Beam of the Key himself. He's just looking for situations as to where Beam of the Key is. Already used up all of his S2s, but nothing that is too big of a problem for now, as now it's just going to be the Divine Judgment down over to 1 person. As such, Chma has already been taken down. As such, taking King Ares gets himself the kill. Secret over to the side of King Ares. So we are just looking at 1-for-1 trade, 1-for-2 trade, 1-for-3 trade, 2-for-3. They are literally just going to be collapsing down on everyone. Valhalla! They're almost there. They're almost made the plays, but what was that? Sakzu! He's still surviving, and I think that this is gonna gonna be tough, man. He's gonna go for the stun. However, misses on the stun. He goes for a little bit more on the ultimate. Sakzu with just a sliver of HP. He goes down, immortality down as well. And now, Sakzu single-handedly saved the game. Have been a game over. But Sakzu 1v3 did it all and made it possible. And now the Lord is gonna be fighting for the start of Team Max right now. Well, Cypher AOG. Solely gonna be a tough one. Team Max, they are going crazy at this point. We do have the Divine Judgment that's already been used right now on the Secret. We will be able to bring him down at this point in time. As such, Team Max, all 3-man traction pulse! Valhalla, they can win this. Sakzu single-handedly carried his team into the playoffs. And right now, this is a tough thing to see. This is a tough game to watch because Valhalla was literally right at the door, about to open the door, while the door of death opens for the side of Chma. This is going to be immediately taken down after the Divine Judgment. While in the meantime, Bimo does not have the offensive aspect already. Hence, it's just going to be 1v4. If it put Bimo all the way down to his low HP, Hence will still go down. Secret hoping that he will be able to join into the team fight a little bit more, but he already lost 2. Traction Pulse misses. New wave marching in. As now yet another. Oh, what was that? Team Max! He's just gonna let it slow. He flickers all forward. But Valhalla, they are unable to stay and keep themselves in the playoffs. What a result! What a travesty! Oh man! This has got to be the most difficult game to watch. Most difficult game to play for Valhalla. Valhalla did whatever that it could. They were confident in this game.